In this episode, the ROUS channel continues its current series on cavern diving in northern Florida. This week, we begin our exploration of the remarkable Ginnie Springs. If you've been following this channel, you'll remember that we're in the middle of a multi-episode series on cavern diving. We're up in the northern part of Florida to see why so many savvy divers are jumping into the rivers and springs here. Part 1 of this series showed our dives at the caverns there in red. If you'd like to see that episode, just click this link right up there. And of course, if you want to catch the next and final episode in this series, come back in about 2 weeks for our upcoming dive at the Devil's Springs system. But for today's episode, the ROUS channel arrives here at the world-famous Ginnie Springs Dive Complex. And the dive team will be diving a fascinating spring-fed underwater cavern called the Ballroom. Over there on the left is a satellite view of the 30-minute drive that we just took from our base camp in Gainesville. And there on the right is the intrepid dive team that will be tackling today's cavern. They certainly do look like they're up to the challenge. Here's the layout of the Ginnie Springs recreational area, and there's more to it than meets the eye up here on the surface. Beneath our feet is a huge, complex underwater cave system that attracts cave divers from all over the world. Our dive team is neither trained nor certified to tackle those caves, so we'll be limiting our exploration to the caverns here. In the diving world, this means that we'll be diving in overhead environments, but will remain within sight of each cavern's entrance. This red line points to where the ballroom site is located, and that clip on the right shows the entrance pool. As you can see, the site operator has done a great job in creating easy access for divers. Okay, we're in that pool now and are dropping down to the cavern's entrance. We'll pass through a rocky area before reaching the amphitheater-sized room that divers have named the Ballroom. The granules zooming by in this picture are tiny grains of sand propelled by the inrush of spring water. This huge volume of water is cold and crystal clear, and will provide a little demonstration of its force momentarily. This rock formation is somewhat unique to the Floridian aquifer. The ceiling here contains an excellent example of sponge work. Sponge work is basically limestone Swiss cheese. Now it looks like little pools of mercury, but those pockets are holding air deposited by divers that visit this cavern. We're now at the very back of the ballroom and at a depth of about 50 feet. You can see that large welded grate in front of us. This grate prevents divers from entering the twisty, dangerous cave system that lies beyond. You can't see the water pouring in through there, but it's coming at us at a rate of 35 million gallons of water a day. Divers can pull themselves to the grate for an interesting experience. Letting go sends them rushing back again through the room and toward the cavern's entrance. This is a fun cavern dive in a beautiful setting, and it's a great introduction to the underwater mysteries that await visitors here at Florida's remarkable Ginnie Springs. So what's up next? Well, in 2 weeks, we'll drop the third and final video in this series. After leaving today's cavern, the dive team will head just down the road to explore the Devil's Spring system. This series of caverns was the highlight of our trip to northern Florida, and we look forward to showing you what we found there. If you like this type of content, please consider subscribing to our channel. We sincerely appreciate you spending time with us, and we just love getting your comments. We'll see you next time from here at Florida's Ginnie Springs, and we can't wait to share the experience with you.